Been a little busy the last few days, but while I've been working, I've been getting some printing done. Printed off these little mine cars. They were part of the kit that came with the track, but yeah, they look great. They sit right on the track there, and I've got some empty ones, and here's one full of tools. So I gotta get those painted up. And there's like some random tool kits and a leather water bag, stuff you'd find in a mine. Yeah, I've got some time today. I'm going to begin working on the next level. I still need to texture all this. I started a little bit over here just to test it out. So I got some of that done, but I still have the bulk of all the walls, all this to do. Probably not going to texture this area. See how it looks. It's volcanic in nature, so I know a lot of times ice and volcanic, they leave it kind of jagged like that. And then yeah, I've got the little pyramid cut out, so it sits in there like that. But for today, I have got to get the piece that's going to sit on top of here. So we've got our map here. I marked off some little check marks here to where it's supposed to line up. So the map's going to sit like that. I had to line up the cable car thing because it goes from here into this room. And then, like I was thinking, I cut out the little area for the shaft here. I thought it was an inch off, and it is. It actually sits here, not there, so that's fine. I'll make an adjustment with the map on that. I've got all these rooms I printed off. I've been gone, busy at work and stuff, but while I've been gone, I've been keeping my printers busy. Printed off that little curved piece there. And I've got all these walls that I printed off, doors, so put doors there. So I'm going to use these walls for my straight walls here. I'll cut all this part out of foam like I have been, but these straight walls I've decided, and then my front gate would be there. So I'll set that there. This piece would go here. And these are a little bigger, so I'm gonna have to shift everything just a bit. But that's okay. Having more room for the playing area is fine with me. Kind of necessary, really. Yeah, so I guess I need to work out how I'm gonna lay these out and kind of modify where the foam parts go. I've got all this extra section right here. I mean, it only needs to be that much. Same with the other side. I could easily carry this room out, spread everything out more, which it's already happened. I'm gonna have to do that. So that piece would go there. That runs into the wall. So I would just move this to here. That's not a problem, except for my elevator. If I move that out, well, yeah, because then the elevator would be, that shouldn't be a problem. The elevator's just going to be kind of more in the room instead of carved into the wall. I've already cut the pieces below there, so it's not like I could, well, I haven't done and painted anything. I could always fill it in with foam and recut it, but that's not a critical point. I'm not too worried about that. This I would probably shift out so that ends where the map does. And I would just be shifting that forwards. And I've got foam that goes there, foam that would go there. And then there's one wall, one of the 4-inch walls, that I put a window in. Not that one. It's this one. I had none of the pieces had a cutout, but the map requires or states that there's a window right there. So this would live, keeping true to this room. I don't want this room to get any smaller because there's a battle that goes on here. The rest of the rooms are just kind of not really the big of a focal point. I really need a door in one of these 1-inch pieces. I mean, it would work. Create my own, I suppose. There's a secret door there. Guess I mean, well, no. So see, I could cut out, just forget about that closet. There's a tunnel that was made coming out of that closet. So that is kind of part of the story. Which I think we're shifting this out even more than another inch. So let's shift that to that point. Wow, I just lost all my front door battlefield. If I wouldn't have given myself that space, there would have been nothing out there. And one of the differences now is that's all the way over there. Unless I did the same thing by shifting all this to here. And then putting in a fake door, or make my own door that would go there. Otherwise I have to make a 2-inch hallway. And that kind of kills me. So doorway there, doorway there. I'm going to have to make a 1-inch door because otherwise I'm wasting a whole lot there. So if I do it like that, I gotta shift that 1-inch, which is still right there. All I really need, so this is it right here. All I need is 1, 2, 3 doors. But yeah, then I'll take, this should come all the way out to here then. Up, so my glass window will come out to about there. So what I need to do is draw in and then this, they have this coming way over there. I need to cover this, so I really need to come from where this is to there, rather than all the way this way. I gotta come more like this. So I'll draw that, and the same on this side. This hits about right there, so I'll draw that out. gives me this cutaway area. So that I will cut off, and then this will be my base layer. I think I finished off in my previous video or section. I was trying to figure out how to lay these walls out. I got to the point where I had these 1-inch doors, so I had to create my own. Now I can put those there. I needed one there, and I needed one right there. And it looks like everything kind of from center squishes out. I gotta take this an extra inch that way, extra inch this way, extra inch that way. I got these parts cut out. I think they went, yeah, that would be 1 inch in. And my door's right there. I bet that's not on the video, right? Slide this over here. Oh, we're easier to work on. I don't have to lean over so far. And then I also printed off these little spiral staircases. So those will sit in there like so. Like so. Which will allow me to put this piece on top of there. So I'll need to cut this piece out because that's blocking the stairway, but I need it for the height. And then my arrow slots goes on the top part, and that'll be my entranceway. So that's pretty cool. But these new little 1-inch doors are gonna work pretty good, I think. That was going to be a problem. I just took a 2-inch door and chopped it in my slicer. And I have 1-inch doors. They didn't really originally come with. So that's what I'm going to work on next. I guess I do need to. I suppose I should go ahead and glue these walls together. Nothing's stopping me from doing that. So I'm going to lay out these rooms. And go ahead and glue them together. This might be it. So this is all foam I cut right there. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 room. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually come, oh no, this whole thing's gonna, oh yeah, see, this whole thing shifts that way. Need to push all of this one space. So we're going even further that direction. I want that, yeah, that's where I want that wall, because this needs to be this big. Means I need to shift this another inch. Still gives me, that's why I had to add the 2 inches, because I'm already running out of front area there. So there's my diagonals. And I can just recreate the foam. So it looks like I'm... But yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to probably glue these walls together and then use them as a guide before I go cutting any foam. So yeah, this is more like 2 inches. That was supposed to be there, then 1, 1, 2. That would still put that there though. I guess I could squish it in and make... Well, there's a battle in this area. I need this to be... It's going to be very congested. I'll probably throw 12 goblins at them at this point right here. 12 and 6 characters. That'd be 18 guys fighting in this tiny little spot. Well, at least this part's correct. I got it the way where I want it, so I can glue these together.